Holly. Hi there, Andrea Holly. So, have you ever thought, like, what would I do different if I started over in my network marketing business all over today, if I was brand new today? Well, that's what we're going to cover. There's 3 things that I would do if I was starting over today. Be sure to click the social media guide up above and get your free social media guide. It's really going to help you, and it's going to be really pertinent to some of the things that we're going to talk about. Okay, so first thing I would do differently, right? I would use my personal profile, which I did, but I would do it better. And I would do it differently. I would post about my product, but in an interesting way. I would make posts that were engaging and interesting and pique people's interest and made them want to ask more questions. Okay? I wouldn't post that often either. I would post once a day, but I would also make sure I was posting a lot of other things, right? So I've talked about this before, kind of the 90-10 rule. And I would post my experiences more than other people's experiences. So let me know where you're coming in from when you jump on. Always love to see that. So I would do that for sure, right? And as I'm posting on my personal profile and people are commenting or liking or being interested, I would reach out to those people. And I would send them a message. Hey, I saw you commented, or I saw you liked, or whatever, right? And make it personal too. I wouldn't just do, some copy paste, just something crazy, whatever. I'd make it personal. Like, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for, I'm really excited about whatever it is I'm doing. And I would lead with the product too. I wouldn't lead with the business. And when people, asked about it, I would ask them if they were okay if I put them in my transformation group, right? That private group. I wouldn't just add all my friends to the groups. And that's what I was coached to do. And I added a lot of people to that group that didn't care about the group, right? Or maybe they might have later on after I'd built some interest, but they don't even care anymore because they're like, she dumped me in there. Okay. So I would definitely do that. So that's, posting and reaching out. And the follow-up. I was not good with follow-up. So after I've reached out, after I've messaged people, after we've kind of had some conversations, I would make sure that I follow back up. And I would have a way to track that follow-up. Okay, I did a lot, like calendared on my phone, from an electronic perspective for follow-up, and it was really easy to ignore the alerts. So what I've actually moved to is just old school day planner, and when I talk to someone, I write their name down 2 days after I've talked to them. Okay, so literally write their name down. That prompts me that 2 days later I'm going to follow up with them, and then I move them a month, and then like 2 months out. So just old school style like that, okay? The second thing that I would do is while I'm using my personal profile and building interest there, I would start a business page, a fan page, whatever you want to call it, free, right? And I would start to build content in there and provide value and talk about interesting things in my life that are changing related to what it is that I'm doing, okay? And that could be business related. It could be product related. I do health and wellness, so I've had a huge journey in that. So I would put those kind of things in it. Then I would start to invite people to that, right? So those reach outs that you're doing that people are interested, I'd bring them on that page too, right? And then I'd learn more about how I could do advertisements. Okay. And in doing that through a business page, there's things that you can do with your business page that really create automation, right? And they leverage your time. And that's something huge that I would have done differently if I had started over. I would have gotten hooked up with some automation type things and some autoresponders and emails so that I could keep in contact with people. Because I didn't do a good job of that. And so I'd signed up tons of people but wasn't keeping in contact with them and was losing them as regular customers. Okay, and so that leads me to the third thing. And I think this might be even one of the most important things that I would do is early on, I would get mentorship and I would get more education. I did not do that until after I'd already been working the business for, maybe 10 months or so. And I think that hurt me. And sometimes we think like, well, we've got to make money to reach out and get education. No. Educate yourself first, right? The more you put in, the more you're going to get. And if you're doing all of these things kind of together, can you imagine the growth that you're going to have? You're going to be growing your business on your personal profile. You're going to be continuing to grow your business on your business profile. You're going to be getting mentorship and education. You're going to be doing automation. You're going to be leveraging your time. And before you know it, things are going to be exploding, and you're going to have continued success, and you're going to have never-ending leads and never-ending prospects because you're going to have built this huge foundation. Okay? So those are some of the 3 things that I would do. That's what I'm doing now. But if I had to do all over again, I'd do it differently, and I do it that way. And I know that it would have allowed me to grow quicker and continue to have maintained a business quicker and easier, right? With less time investment. So anyhow, again, guys, click the link up above. Get that free social media guide. It's going to help you when it comes to that personal profile and business page. And if you want to learn some more about automation and leveraging your time, drop a comment below, and I'm happy to help you out with that. And of course, when you're jumping in, if you're watching this recorded, tell me where you're coming in from. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk later.